demanding a trade from the Pelicans through his agent, Rich Paul. Ends up costing him $50 grand from the league and kicks off days of reporting and analysis. Fast forward to Thursday, the Knicks' presumed franchise cornerstone, Kristaps Porzingis, demands a trade of his own. And minutes after that, basically, 7'3" of him, you're a Dallas Maverick. Friday morning, Kyrie Irving's comments to the media appeared to put his name back in this summer's free agent ring, and then he drops 23 on the Knicks at the Garden. And late last night, Davis grabs back the attention when Woj reports that the Lakers offered Kuzma, Ball, Rondo, Beasley, and a first-round pick for Anthony Davis. The Pelicans declined. They may or may not have giggled at that offer. But that being said, we got to talk to Woj because this is a very fluid situation. It continues to change almost hourly, Woj. So as far as Anthony Davis and the Lakers' pursuit of him, what is the latest?
Michelle, the Lakers are waiting for the Pelicans to call them back and counter an offer. And the Pelicans are waiting for the Lakers to get serious about negotiations for one of the best players available on the market in years. Thursday's the trade deadline. I expect they'll talk again. But Magic Johnson and Dell Demps, New Orleans GM, they talked once this week. And meanwhile, the Boston Celtics would like the Pelicans to just wait, go past the trade deadline without doing a deal with Davis, with the Lakers, or anyone else in the league. And the Celtics plan to be really aggressive in their pursuit of Davis after the season.
All right, Woj, I know you're busy. Thank you so much. Of course, Woj, you want to watch or you want to listen to Woj and Lowe on Wednesday. They got the trade deadline special on ESPN2, 5 Eastern. Get back on your phone. I know it's killing you that you're not on it right now. That being all said, this young Lakers team, there's so much going on around them at all times. So as of right now, what is this message to them?
Welcome to the business of basketball. It's the NBA. We all grew up in our neighborhoods, fell in love with this game. We played it for free. But when you start getting paid, it's not the game that we fell in love with. I experienced it very early in my career as a rookie. You understand that it's a business now, and teams have to make business decisions, not only basketball decisions if you play well for my team. So welcome to the NBA, young fellas. That's what I say.
Absolutely. I mean, they know when you get LeBron James, the expectations come with that. It's not a tryout year with LeBron James. I know that was said at the beginning of the year, but they know that when LeBron James comes, the window is short, and their window may be short as a Los Angeles Laker too, because he needs veterans on that team to compete for a championship, and they're not the ones that's going to help them do that.
Where's the patience? It feels like there's no patience.
There can't be any patience. LeBron James in his 16th season just had a groin injury and just missed 17 games.
But what happened to their back? Then they're going to be back, then they're going to be back.
Well, LeBron James played 82 games last year. He's missing games tonight, a game tonight because of load management. That means there needs to be a sense of urgency, which is why if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you can't pump fake when you're calling the Pelicans.
Yes.
You can't even mention these names, Rondo, Lance, or Beasley. You cannot mention those names.
Who else they got? Who do they offer?
I'm going to tell you.
They have Brandon Ingram.
They
offered. I'm sure he was in the offer.
No, here's what's going to get the deal done. Give me Kuzma, Ingram, Ball, Zubac, and/or Wagner because I need to take KCP's money. That'll get the deal done.
Agree? Yeah?
Well, you have to put your best offer
I'm the Pelicans. I'm the Pelicans. I'm waiting until next year. I'm waiting until the summer. I think I can get a better deal than that.
GM Chauncey?
Well, I'm with you, Jalen. Like, you have to put your best foot forward because you have, what, now 6 days to get it done. And if you don't get it done now it opens up to Boston, to all these other teams.
Pelicans know it's more pressure on the Lakers.
Now.
And they know it's more pressure on the Lakers to make a better deal, or they can just wait.
Well, I feel like the Lakers are in a desperate situation, but that wasn't a desperate attempt. That first trade offer wasn't a desperate
Just the
attempt.
opening offer.
Yeah.
Waiting for a counter, but
why mess around? Just go ahead and get it done.
I think they're in the mood for any counters. Steph Curry, on the other hand, having one of the best seasons of all time shooting the basketball. Golden State's won 11 of 12. Is this the best Warriors team of their current dynasty? And then let's not forget DeMarcus Cousins.
Boogie!
A star long before he joined the Warriors. Chauncey makes us a lot smarter about Golden State adjusting to their latest all-star caliber teams. So obviously, Boogie's skills have always been front and center. But I got to ask you this: did he change his game when he got there, or has the team adapted to him?
I don't think he's changed his game, Bees. I really don't. I mean, he's just a special, unique talent, and the rich just got richer. But they all just know how to play so well with one another. And I know Jalen's going to really like this tape because we're going to take it back to last year and this year, and I can show you he hasn't lost very much. This is Boogie in his bag last year. We watch him right here, cross here, spin cycle right here, and one layup. Well, guess what? He's in his bag again this year, ladies and gentlemen. But guess the difference is this. Nobody's leaving Clay. Nobody's leaving Steph. So now the paint will always be wide open. And he's at the three-point line where he likes the Boogie right here. Boom. Spin cycle, left-hand finish. Same Boogie as last year. Now, he always likes to lead the break. He thinks he's a 6'11" point guard. You look at him last year, this Hornets team has 5 people back. But Boogie always has great vision. He sees a guy sliding in the back, Dante Cunningham, easy bucket. What a luxury to have a big guy like that. Now look at him this year. Now this is just not even fair. Boogie, 6'11", leading the break with options, KD, Clay, Steph. This is just not even fair. Look at the pass. Let's rewind that a little bit. How about the look off right here with Steph and Clay running to the three-point line? But sorry, Kyrie, he gonna slip this ball right past you to lead KD to a dunk. How dangerous is this team now? That guy's leading the break. It's unbelievable. But when you talk about him being a center, really, and being able to share the basketball, 48 assists just this season. The last 3 seasons, 43 for anybody that played the center position.
Wow.
The rich just got richer.
Nice,
that was silly to watch and a little unfair feeling, Jalen. If you had to name the most overlooked element about what this Warriors team can do, what would it be?
The ball has energy. Everybody feel good when they touch it. And their best players aren't ball dominant, like you just showed. Now all of a sudden, if Clay's going to get going, he could get you 60 and only have to dribble 19 times.
It's crazy.
Steph Curry is still going to get you 30 and give me 50, 40, and 90 from the floor. And KD's going to do the exact same thing. So now everybody still feels good about their roles. They're the only team in the league that has 3 players averaging at least 5 assists. So guys continue to move, guys continue to cut and get the open shot.
It's just amazing how they get these franchise players to come in here and to buy in. I mean, it started with bringing in KD. He buys in. Now you bring in DeMarcus Cousins. He's buying in. This team just continues to evolve since the first championship all the way to their last championship. Who knows if they win again this year, who they will become next year. And that's the most impressive thing. They just constantly evolve, and they keep getting better. After the 7-3 win team, I didn't think they can get better. They got better.
Yeah, and I think, Paul, to answer that question, when you have a culture and an identity, as you know, being a Celtic, whoever comes there, KG, Ray, anybody, they're going to do it the Celtic way. That's what they have there. But to me, their most deadly thing is they're unselfish on both ends. They share the basketball, like Jalen said, but defensively, they talk, they help each other, they care, they love each other, and it shows on the floor.
How do you not buy in? If you buy in and it works,
with
you'll be there for a while.
With the Kings, Boogie was the best player. With the Pelicans, he was the second best player. With the Warriors, what is he, 3rd, 4th?
4th,
part of a really
right
good
now.
band.
He's third.
Well,
because numbers won't say it, but presence does.
Oh, that was deep. Coming up, Sports Center, midnight Eastern, following boxing with John Anderson and Kenny Mayne. Reaction from KD and Steph following this game, plus the night before the Super Bowl. We'll look at some keys for that. And Fight Night, all the best moments from UFC and Top Rank Boxing. Sports Center at midnight Eastern on ESPN and the app. And a big overtime win against the Clippers Thursday night. He will not play tonight at Golden State. And where does that leave this team's chances to make the playoffs? Next. To recap, Anthony Davis, still a Pelican, does not want to sign a contract extension. New Orleans still does not have to deal him before Thursday's trade deadline. The Lakers obviously want him, but their young assets not really blowing anyone away. And the two teams spoke to one another yesterday. AD spoke today.
No, I never gave Pelicans a destination or anything, so I'm not sure where it's coming from. Maybe the connection, with my representation, but we never gave Pelicans a destination.
How much does legacy matter to you?
A ton. I've had that question before, legacy over money, and I'm all about legacy. You know, the money comes and goes. You know, when I get done playing or leave this earth, you know, what is my legacy going to be?
Why do you want to be traded in?
I feel like it's my time. You know, I gave the city, organization, fans, you know, everything I feel like I could. Don't know how long I'm going to play this game. People's careers are short. You know, and I feel like it's my time to move on.
I wonder if he was ready for how high this would get escalated and how fast. Woj, the state right now of AD and the trade deadline is what?
New Orleans hasn't seen any offer yet that would give them a reason to think they can get a deal done before Thursday's trade deadline. And certainly there's more time here. It benefits New Orleans to play this out into the spring and summer. It opens up. It really opens up the landscape for them and the kind of offers they can get. They learned with Chris Paul, and they went through this. It's better to do no deal than a bad deal. And they've talked with the Lakers. And listen, the one chance the Lakers have here is to keep escalating the offer every player, and then offer multiple first-round picks going forward for years to come. That may not get it done, but right now New Orleans, their view is beyond Thursday's trade deadline, and they expect to go into the postseason or after the season to the spring and summer with Anthony Davis.
Woj, I know this is your busiest time of year. Go forward, be safe. I'll get back here with Wilbon, who spent some time across the street last night at Staples Center, as one does. Do you think, in your heart of hearts, that this AD becoming a Laker possibility happens by next week?
I think it could. I'm a little bit different than Woj on the feeling that he sounds like he doesn't think it will happen. I think it could happen.
Okay.
In part because when you have uncertainty in the other places you're talking about dealing with, Boston, then all of a sudden the leverage moves back to the Lakers, doesn't it?
Right.
Because they've got people in front of you now who can play. To suddenly, like, I also disagree with the assessment that all these guys aren't adequate. What? First of all, you got 3 starters on the Lakers, a team that we know was in 4th place before LeBron went out, right? They're under team-friendly contracts. These are young starters in the NBA. I mean, and the Pelicans, let's not confuse this. The Pelicans are not coming from a position where they're, looking for a 4th seed or 5th seed. They don't want to take these guys back. What? They're out of the playoffs now.
Right.
They've had an unbelievably disappointing season, and the last we checked on them, they didn't sign Rondo, they didn't keep Boogie, and that is why AD is in the position he's in now, which is saying, I don't want to be here anymore.
You be patient and see if any other opportunities open up this summer. Everybody's focused on the Lakers now. It can be a whole other team getting to the mix this summer, like the Houston Rockets. And you're telling me if he can go there and team up with James Harden, say like a trade for Clint Capella, maybe some other assets, other things can open up. You be patient with this. You let this play out. Don't just focus on the Lakers and say he's set on the Lakers, he could be happy there. Because if he finds himself on a contender with, say, a James Harden, he could resign there.
Like I said was going to happen, the Pelicans were sending the Lakers to voicemail over the last few days. 323-310-213 voicemail.
Don't ask
right?
it.
So they finally talk. The problem with the Lakers is KCP, his deal actually makes this happen. So when he's the major player in the deal, unlike a Clint Capella, New Orleans has to be patient because you don't want to take him as a headline in theory to get all of these other young players on your squad. So I think the Pelicans do not do a deal between now and the deadline. No.
Either way, Woj is busy, and it's going to be fun. LeBron's back. He headlines tomorrow's NBA Saturday primetime game up at Oracle, an all-California affair. Boogie, Steph, KD, Clay, and the Warriors will be waiting. Our coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 8 Eastern, and always, always watch on the app. Tonight's Mountain Dew Ice rising star, the undrafted free agent, Alonzo Trier, not only because he's still on the Knicks, but he's averaged a little over 14.5 points, just under 5 assists a game in his last 7. He will have his chance to shine at the bottom of the hour. By the way, these are the standings, and they're hot garbage. So let's go ahead and start this bad boy.
Hey, Wilby.
Celtics Knicks. Celtics Knicks. Kyrie Irving versus the Knicks starting backcourt. Assist only.
Assists only.
Assist only.
Kyrie.
Knicks backcourt.
I'm going to take the Knicks backcourt also.
Wait.
The starting backcourt. Come on, Beetle, let's go.
Okay, give me the backcourt. Give me the
Dennis
backcourt.
Smith Jr. playing tonight?
No.
No.
Thunder Heat, Westbrook. Triple-double, yay or nay?
Oh, that's easy. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, they're at Miami.
At Miami.
Does that matter?
And they're coming-
Miami is
Miami's coming off an
undefeated.
Awful
Marion
loss.
just had a kid. He getting a triple
I'm
double.
going to say no.
I say no.
Yes.
All right. Hawks Jazz. Trey Young and Vince Carter
Wow.
There you go.
versus Mitchell in points, rebounds, and assists.
Oh, Ed.
Donovan Mitchell.
Trey Young and Vince Carter versus Donovan Mitchell.
This
points,
is it. So
rebounds,
Wilbon,
I said I was gonna stop thinking
Why
too
it's hard.
I think Trey Young once that got away with it the other night.
did.
I'm going Donovan Mitchell tonight.
I am too,
I'm gonna go.
because Wilbon's right.
I'm gonna go Young since he won last one. He on the run streak.
No, Lightning.
All right,
is
Rockets
right.
Knicks. James Harden versus Nikolai Jokic. Assist only.
Ooh,
Jokic.
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 I'm gonna go with Harden tonight.
No way.
There we go. There we have it.
Okay. I need this.
Those are
Like oxygen.
Yes, sir.
What's up with the assist in Kyrie?
Because
I like that.
it's tricky. He been diamond
All right,
lately.
he has been.
I'm a little stressed out about
He got to go
wagers.
against two guys.
Jason Tatum. He has no idea that we're doing these stupid wagers while he's getting
He's
ready
watching. He's
for
watching.
his game at the
He's streaming
Garden.
us. He's streaming. What
Oh,
up,
you think
Jay?
he was paying attention?
He's streaming.
We should have had him in the wagers then.
Oh, I just got a text
Oh
from him.
no,
Hold on.
my
Jay,
job
what up,
turned me
man?
into a gambler.
Guys have to be willing to follow you, and I think Kyrie's still trying to kind of figure that part out.
Starting to dance with it. Slammed on the brakes. Money.
The leader of the team, all right, how do I get the best out of this group? Realize what it takes to win a championship.
That's just superior ball handling. What a shot from Irving.
What we're facing now is nothing compared to being on that stage trying to get a gold trophy.
Kyrie, a bomb. Oh! Straight fire.
I mean, what's the NBA without a little drama?
That's the understatement right there. What is the NBA without a little drama? So there's Kyrie. We found him. He's in the building. He's ready to go. Expectations.
He's going to have a big game, but not that big because it's going to be a blowout.
So matter of fact.
I mean, who do the Knicks have on the
Right.
roster
They don't have
now?
anybody.
No, fair.
This is a non-playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
The Celtics should be up 30 in this game by the end of the third. They should get some rest, but I think Kyrie is still the Garden, right?
Yep.
I just think it's going to be scoring numbers, not assist numbers.
Gonna be a celebration of Kyrie Irving by Knicks fans.
Tip off.
False
Coming
hope.
up next.
False
We'll see you
hope.
guys at the half.
Such a Celtic.
I can't
False
say.
hope.